Welcome to Głogów. Głogów is a city located in the west of Poland, in the Dolnośląskie region. Our kindergarten number 5 cooperates with a Spanish kindergarten. The aim of the project, Playing and Learning, was to implement the program English for Small Children, the creator of which was Maria, my counterpart from Spain. This program couldn't be used in the same way as in the Spanish kindergarten, because the technical background in our kindergarten is much lower. But it was well integrated with other contents of the education program than just computer skills or English teaching. I was very pleased that the program was implemented in the kindergarten, because we have never had a computer at home, and now she has had the chance to learn how to use a computer. Neither English language nor computer lessons are part of the kindergarten education program, so this was sort of an enlargement of the educational curriculum, a preparation for the children to live in a computer-based and network-based society. What's an email? It's when you can speak to someone, because I have spoken to Anitka. What else is the internet for? You can play games, for example. The children could get in touch with a community of people, being so remote and yet so close to them, living only the other side of Europe. Within the ETwinning program, the pupils and teachers of partner schools use the internet for the implementation of international educational projects and thus develop their language skills.
In Poland, ETwinning is probably one of the most important things in your education system, because Poland is the top country in terms of number of schools registered, number of participants registered, number of projects registered. So of the 30 countries involved in ETwinning, Poland comes out on the top as the most involved country in Europe. And over the last 3 years, we've run an ETwinning prize at European level, and in each of those 3 years, Poland has been represented among the prize winners. So I think that the ETwinning action in Poland is very successful, and Polish schools are really enthusiastic supporters of ETwinning.
Their duration and the way the ETwinning projects are implemented are unrestricted and depend on the needs of the teacher and pupils involved. The participants of the partner project, ETwinning, young people's search for personal identity, from psychological to cultural one, were the first Tadeusz Kościuszko Secondary School in Mysłowice and the school in Cosenza, in Italy. Their cooperation, which started in January 2005, lasted 2 years. At the first stage, we tried to get the young people to know each other as best as they could, to make them open up to other cultures, break stereotypes and cross barriers. The next stage was a journey towards the inside of oneself, exploring oneself, finding one's strong and weak points. I must say that in the course of the work within the project, it turned out our youth had more in common than disparities, that in fact young people resemble each other very much independently of where they come from. The project consisted of 3 parts, the first of which concerned searching for the social and cultural identity, the second one for the psychological identity, the third was about sharing the effects of work. The forms proposed by the project participants included the debate, workshops, independent study of vital issues, placing of materials on the TwinSpace platform and on the project website. The fruitful cooperation resulted in a meeting with a partner school in Sicily. During a few days of wonderful fun, we had the occasion to meet personally our colleagues with whom we had been realizing the project for 2 years. We also had the opportunity to participate in sport and educational activities. Together with our Italian friends, we could take part in the EU knowledge competitions with the use of modern technologies, and we also performed some duties as they are normally being performed by the EU Parliament. There is a large variety of projects developed. from learning foreign languages and different cultures to history and ecology projects. The projects also involve the realization of issues included in the school education program concerning all subjects taught at school.
Nauczyciele bardzo łatwo widzą możliwości współpracy w przedmiotach
Teachers easily recognize possibilities of cooperation in the field of arts, whereas due to the specific mathematical code or to the universality of physical phenomena, it is rather difficult for teachers of science to see that there is also a wide perspective of collaboration in their domain, that one can learn foreign languages while cooperating with others. That is why projects of cooperation involving mathematics and physics are of vital importance. This year, a Polish school won the main prize in the European competition. It encouraged me to follow this direction. The principal aim of the project was to explain to pupils the importance of physical phenomena in everyday life. While realizing the project, we proved that physics was a very important and interesting field of knowledge which saved human lives and preserved health.
Poprzez eksperymenty I doświadczenia młodzież
Many experiments and tests encouraged pupils for more work. Physics is interesting and important. It was a multidimensional project. It offered pupils the possibility to learn English, physics, as well as to get acquainted with another European country.
Podczas realizacji projektu
The project was carried out not only in the computer room, but also in the medical cabinet, where we underwent several operations. While learning about colored light treatment, we did some treatments ourselves. We have done physical experiments, thus creating a theater of illusion, which we could demonstrate today. The theoretical part of the project consisted of preparing a PowerPoint presentation, films, and a picture gallery using ICT and the internet, and finally on translating these into English and placing them on the ETwinning website's TwinSpace service destined for our project. Our project is about things which happen around us, about what we learn in physics class. We succeeded in demonstrating that learning physics could be fun.
Bo związki fizyki, matematyki z kulturą są ogromne. Właściwie od początku, od Pitagorasa zajmowano
The connections between physics, mathematics and culture are very tight. Practically from the beginning of science, as far back as Pythagoras, this domain was dealt with by enthusiasts or by people we might call snobs in this field. Pythagoras saw numbers in music, while nowadays enthusiasts design musical instruments basing them on mathematical algorithms. Computer specialists create algorithms enabling to convert music. Also in other fields of culture which seem very remote from science, one can implement mathematical and physical methods. Pythagoras, for example, formulated the definition of friendship using numbers. One can also use the theory of games in the domain of love to find a partner. An example of snobism in the reception of mathematical music is a song by Kate Bush, in which she tells about her passion for mathematics and for the pi number, and she sings with passion the consecutive numbers composing pi. Our great Polish poet, Wisława Szymbowska, also referred to the number pi and wrote a poem about it.